everyone. Okay, so I wanted to do a spiritual neighborhood watch post, okay? So this kind of has testimony based. I just want to share a little about what I saw, and you guys can give me feedback if you want to. This is like stuff I've just gotten visions, and it's just like a spiritual download on it. Just like word of knowledge is just like words of knowledge and stuff like that. So, alright, so I was going to tell you guys, you need to stay away kind of from Disney, and Marvel, and also Touchstone Pictures, okay? I think even DreamWorks is a little sketchy, and so is Nickelodeon. In general, especially the SpongeBob situation. So, and I'm not really going to slam Nickelodeon. I haven't done as much research on Nickelodeon, and I haven't had as much of a spiritual download about Nickelodeon. I just know that the father specifically hit the TV show SpongeBob for me. Like he really wanted to tear down that idol in the land. So and I don't know all the things to it, but there was a lot of Freemasonry in the background of the SpongeBob stuff. So I also had like a OBE where I got stuck in a SpongeBob kind of realm where it was just his annoying laughter. So I wanted to also talk to you guys, and this might cut out, so I'll attach the full-blown post if it goes out, but it always turns off when I try to share this stuff with you guys. The phone like will malfunction, and it'll like I get blocked from sharing this whole message with you guys. So I wanted to share it with you guys still. Okay, so with Disney. Okay, so Disney has 666 on the cover. It's supposed to be brand in your right hand, like Disney Media brand, okay? There's something to do with Medea in general, but I have to do more research on that. And there's a message about Medea and media, okay? I don't know what that is yet, so I have to do a little more research on that. That's for my mental note. So brand in right hand, Disney has 666. So when you're walking around with a D in your hand, you're holding the mark of the beast in your right hand, okay? So then with the other thing is Disney was a Freemason, okay? So the 666 also represents the Star of David. So the thing is, or they call it the Star of Saturn. Now it's supposed to ward off evil eye and stuff like that. Then they tried to say, okay, well, the Father in heaven was also symbolized by a bull. You remember they made a gold bull to represent God. When Moses brought the tablets down, the 10 Commandments down, and they put a gold bull up before God, and so God was very angry about that. And so, but God himself, or Yah Elohim, was also represented by a bull, but not like Baal, okay, like Baal Peor, okay, which was an image that Adonai struck down. It's just supposed to represent that God is almighty and all powerful, and so is a very secret message. So they have these people throwing horns in the Disney movies for, I think, Baal Peor, because they put sex scenes in the background of Disney. They put sex scenes in the background of Disney, and sexual ritual abuse was a thing for Baal Peor. So I don't think Disney was a Christian, and I don't think Disney was a righteous man, okay? I think he was sacrificing children on the altar of Baal Peor. So if you look it up on TikTok, you'll see, you could type in and it's hypnosis, because you'll see them throwing bull horns, and they'll say they're throwing devil horns. They're throwing bull horns, because they're trying to put their occult symbolism into the movie, and they're trying to do hypnosis. So you gotta type in Disney 666 into TikTok, and you'll see what I'm talking about. then they have full-blown like sexual scenes, like in the movie Winnie the Pooh. I caught a sodomy scene. They put a sodomy scene in Winnie the Pooh. Okay, two of them at least, and I just caught those two, and I filmed it. I put it up so you guys could see that. So hypnosis is a real thing, and they'll be like, they like snap their fingers and you fall asleep, and it's kind of like, I used to study hypnosis. I had a hypnotist come to my school. Even they had those kids doing all kinds of silly things, and the other thing is, it's the same situation with a lot of the other movie companies. Okay, so they were same way, and I don't have enough on DreamWorks, but I think even DreamWorks and Nickelodeon and a lot of those other companies, okay, it's just people who wanted to make money, and they wanted power, and they knew that we didn't have enough knowledge, and they wanted to step on us, not knowing that we didn't have that knowledge, and they tried to put what they want in our lives into our minds and hearts, and promote their agendas, and this is stuff we all grew up with. Like, it's not just about our kids, but it's about us, because we grew up with this stuff. Like, we are the kids that got molested by this stuff, you see. So we are the kids that got tormented by these people, and so that's why I'm saying we need to gather our kids and get them away from these crazy people that wanted to hurt us that badly, you see. So they basically were trying to mix different religions, different stuff, and they try to put all this occult knowledge into those movies, and they try to download it into the kids. And so I just want to warn you guys to get out of that TV realm. Get back out in nature, listen to some clean music that hasn't been touched by big industry. Try to get more Christians out there. And what I wanted to tell you guys, like, if you want media, like, let's work on innovating, doing more eco-friendly stuff, so like, for example, we have Wi-Fi. Okay, so I cover my Wi-Fi with Faraday fabric. See, it's like a Wi-Fi thing, and I cover it that way it's not contributing negatively to the environment. So like, let's think of eco-friendly ways to be able to protect the environment. And we are a majority Christian world, a majority Christian friendly world, and the majority of us really don't like really don't like what the world's doing, so it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Hindu. We don't like that stuff, that people are hurting our kids that way, that people were hurting us that way. Because what I learned is a lot of that media stuff can cause mental illness, DID, schizophrenia, because it causes trauma within the subconscious of the child at the age of 3, 4, 5, So I just wanted to explain that to you guys. Now, they deceived the Jewish people, they deceived the Christians, and so I just want to call you guys out of that realm, that Disney realm. And no, it's not like the official mark of the beast situation, which was Nearest Coin, which was greed. But we have to still get away from their mind programming, their hypnosis, so to speak. Because we have to give our minds back to Christ, to our Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, because this is stuff we grew up with. Hey everyone, so this is what I wanted to share extra about the stuff. So there are other TV shows and stuff that could cause mental illness and schizophrenia and stuff like that by causing trauma within the child's brain. And you have to think also, these lights that flicker before the eyes of the kids, you have to think about what triggers epileptics, okay? flashing lights typically, and these kids are watching these shows. Now these lights are also hypnotic, okay? So be careful with these lights, okay, that you are watching on your TV screen, your phones, your computers, and pay attention to what people are saying to you, you know. So the majority of the world is 33% Christian, okay? And everyone, almost everyone, is at least a little Christ friendly, okay? Now, Christ is within you, okay? He's the one who would live for others and die for others and live again for others, okay? And so that's why when people say we don't like Christ or we are not Christ friendly, we don't like that, okay? We're like, okay, because that means you are not a peacekeeper. You don't like the way of peace, you know? And, so that's why Christians say that to other people who are not Christian, like we can't listen to people who don't love peace, who don't love the one who will lay their life down for us and who teaches us to do that as well. You see? And people say, you know, I don't know. So I guess I don't know if that sounded rude when I said that, so I'm sorry if it did, but the thing is, we can change this movie industry. Okay, we can change all this stuff a lot easier is what I mean. Because we are more than the whatever percentage that doesn't like everyone else, okay? I'm just saying we have more power than the people who hate people, okay? And that we have more power than the people who are targeting our children and the people who targeted us. We are more in number than them and can overpower, you know, whoever's trying to harm us and our families and our way of life as a people of peace and love, okay? So I don't know, but yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to pick up your artistries in that realm. And I wanted to also encourage you guys, don't put on a lot of adult entertainment for kids. Like, let's say you're watching even like a cowboy show, like you're watching, oh, I'm just going to watch a cowboy television show. Well, they could have a murder scene. The little kid is in the room. Okay, there's a kid in the room. They might not even be focusing that much on the TV. They could be playing something else, okay? Now, that kid hears the movie. It sounds like real trauma and instills the trauma within the kid's mind, the subconscious, and then that kid could wake up with an illness later down the road. And I was like, it's not our parents' fault. And this is like, this whole realm, this television realm is new to us as a people. It's fairly new because my great grandparents didn't have television. You see, my, like television is new to is new to our generations. It's a very new situation here. So we have to learn how to overcome the people who want to pervert it and pervert justice with it. And so we can overcome it. And Daddy in heaven is almighty, all powerful, and all loving, and he will help us with it. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to take the power back. Take your power back from these people because they are not in charge. And they're not as in charge as we thought they were. That's what I was saying. So I'm hoping that we'll see a lot of change in the next coming years, like now that we all know that, because like Muslim community, they're Christian friendly, they're Christ friendly because they believe Yeshua is a Messiah, okay? Jews typically friendly to both Christians and Muslims, okay? And we're all very genuinely loving people who love our Father in heaven. We also have Buddhists. They don't believe Yeshua is a Messiah, but they can say Yeshua is a master, an ascended master. So they're kind of saying Yeshua is master. Anyone who says Yeshua is master of masters can be saved. So that's like a little slant on the way in, and they respect Christ and Krishna and all that. So everyone is typically Christ friendly, and so that means we can protect everyone. So anyways, I wanted to encourage you guys to pick up your pen and write and speak the word and tell people. And sometimes we feel like we're getting crushed as a community, the Christian community, but we are so much in number right now, and world leaders. So I hope that I hope that as we band together, we can bring about more change and healing within the television realms, because we're still troubleshooting all this television stuff. So like, no one's condemning television or anything. It's just like we have to think about that, like the lights on the screen, and what does that do to an epileptic when lights are flashing? I better get away from the fan doing that. So that will help, because the CoComelon, the bright lights, might be a Christian owned thing, CoComelon, I don't know, but they said it causes more tantrums, which makes me think of epilepsy. Epilepsy is like a type of fit, and sometimes in the Bible it was spirits getting cast out. They would throw the kid down in epileptic fits, and then Christ had to cast those spirits out, you see. So sometimes so this is a lot for the deliverance communities. I wanted you guys to know that. And then that's where the open door to Freemasonry is. Like, okay, so like I have a Marian bloodline. My bloodline's really clean. Okay, so we have not had okay, so it's written, he punishes to the 4th generation of those who hate him, but blessed to 1,000 generations of those who love him and keep his commandments. And it is written that if you believe in Yeshua HaMashiach, you are not born of a bloodline, but of the Father in heaven. Well, so that means my sins were me, myself, and my own. Okay, because my family is really clean. So I started thinking, well, where's Freemasonry coming in? Because I had a whole Freemasonry spirit attacking me. I saw the cable tow wrapped around my neck, and I was getting visions of that stuff, So they were like, and so were the deliverance ministers. And so they were like, well, where's this coming in from? Media, television. All right, so that's what I found out. So yeah, and so we just have to be careful what we put in our eye gates and our ear gates, and remember we have little ones running around when we're watching TV and stuff like that. And so try to watch like natural shows and fun shows and stuff like that. And because I don't really want to condemn all television, I'm just like, innovation's cool. There was one indie ear who did say that they're going to try to alter our body temples by putting chips in our hands, and we're going to control, like we're going to monitor our health on our phone, and we need to avoid that stuff. We need to avoid the altering of our body temples. So, and anyone who does that, Daddy will bless and protect in heaven. So I was like, that's a very interesting one, too. So just wanted to put that one out there. There's a lot. So I mean, this adventure is far from being over. We're going to be battling the force of the darkness, and we're going. So, but we can at least heal now, knowing where that open door was, and we can shut those open doors, and we can all get free and healed. So I hope that brings y'all joy, that where that open door is, and now you can all be free from it. And yeah, just be careful with that Brandon the right hand stuff. Disney 666, Brandon the right hand. Same with Apple cell phone, Apple computer, that kind of stuff. That's their whole marketing scheme, so it shouldn't even offend them. Okay, that was like their number one thing. Like Steve Jobs dressed up as a snake with the apple for Adam and Steve. Yeah, Steve bit the apple. And so yeah. But his movement was about embracing who he was on the inside. So anyways, so no judgment. Like, we don't judge even our worst person. He was just a little mini computer Hitler, I guess. So, but that was his whole marketing scheme. Okay, was to put the mark of the beast in the marketing company and the marketing. So, y'all might want to stay away from Apple Computer. And so, I think that should help a lot of the Catholic community. I just wanted y'all to know that because that is something I prayed for at the Lord's altar. I prayed about at the Lord's altar. I was like, there's something going on here. What is the full knowledge download? And I got the full knowledge download. I had the different, even the teaching of the Canaanite deities and stuff like that all came to me just after I put in a prayer request over there. So I put in one prayer request. I said, I want to understand this. What is this? And the knowledge came to me. I just wanted to let you guys know about it. And I hope that brings healing to the communities, okay? Love and blessings, everyone. May all the kids be blessed, protected, healed, and may many children come into the world every day. And may they always be safe and protected. I think what we're doing is we're all ascending into oneness, into Christianity. Eventually, we'll all be in oneness. And when we are surrounded by people who would live and die for each other, we will have world peace. So that is the goal. And then they're saying, once we have achieved that, we will not perish, but we all already have eternal life in Christ who believe, but we will know that we are safer as a people, because we'll be around the people who will lay their lives down for one another, and not the people who want to take and be greedy for gain and stuff like that. So Daddy in Heaven's weeding those people out. Now, guys, I do have a book out for sale. I want to let you know it's only $2 on Kindle, and I only get like 30 cents of the profit. And it is for both of those books. So I was just letting you guys know that. And then the barcodes on the back of that are weird. Like, it has the wrong barcode on the back. It's not like, I don't like barcodes. I don't like using barcodes. So it has the sketchy barcode on it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I didn't put the sketchy barcode on it. I just can't figure out how to fix the barcode. So, but they are for sale either way. And please, y'all, write to our government leaders about what we want to see financially, like as a group. Like, what do we want? What is safe to us? What is happy to us? And let's just email our senators, write to our senators, write to our congressmen, because, I think that would bring a lot of healing if we could all come into agreement about finances and what that should look like. Because I think a lot of people want a more eco-friendly way. Like, cash is more eco-friendly, typically. I think the cell phones could be made more eco-friendly because it's less trees being cut down, or so I think they're looking for more environmentally safe ways and sustainable ways, and I think that is what the Father in Heaven and wholesome ways to buy and sell and trade and stuff like that. So I think that has that's majorly what it's about. It's all about love, safety, and protection. So I hope that you guys are happy, and I hope that that helps. So I think this is going to be one of my last videos. Like, I'll probably have more videos, but I'm probably going to shut it down for a while to focus on healing, because I just went through a major war trying to get this stuff out to you guys, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to keep these videos up for long, but I hope that I will. And so, all right, bye guys.